Hi, Elisa George from Centerworks.com, and today I am making lefse, and this is a potato-based flatbread that when I was a kid we had every single Christmas at my grandmother's house, and so it's kind of a family favorite. And once I got food allergies, there were too many ingredients in the basic lefse that I could eat it, and really was kind of a bummer. And so I started experimenting around and looking for recipes that I could use and modify a little bit to still be able to enjoy lefse. So this is my fabulous new recipe. This is the second giant batch of lefse I've made. It's really easy to make, takes a little bit of time, but it freezes really well. So you can make a big giant batch, stick it in the freezer, and then pull it out as you want to use it. So I'm going to go through the steps with you today to show you everything that I do so that you can try this at home. All right, so on my grandma's recipe card for lefse, the ingredients are mashed potatoes, Crisco, whipping cream, flour, and salt. And of these ingredients, I think the mashed potatoes and the salt are the only two things that I can eat. So I had to be creative and find some other ingredients or ways to adapt this. So these have actually no cream, and if you use the potato or the flour blend with rice flour, they have no gluten. I can't eat rice flour, but I can do kamut, so I do a modification there, and I'll give you the recipe so that you can make it either way depending on what you can use. If you're interested in making your own lefse, you'll find this recipe on my blog at Centerworks.com. Hope you enjoy it, and I can't wait to hear from you. All right, got lots going on, so hopefully I'm not burning what I'm cooking while I'm showing you what to do. But the first thing I did was I started with russet potatoes, and I peeled them, and I diced them, and I boiled them, and then I riced them. So here's what they look like by the time I get done with all of that. They're really beautifully smooth mashed potatoes. And I added the oil to this and then let them sit until they were to room temperature. And so all these potatoes, along with the flour mixture, my gluten-free flour mixture that I put together with all the things that are in that, and the ingredients for the lefse, has been sieved. And so my flour and my potatoes are going to go in my big giant bowl, and I'm going to mix all that together. And I probably should tell you that I think this is 3 to 4 times the recipe. So I'm actually making a 12-time batch because I want to have lots ready to eat for me in the freezer. So just going to dump it all in there. And then I got to do some serious mixing. I think I might get my potato masher out. A couple of years ago, my brother and I decided to have a Christmas party and make lefse. We burned out every single small appliance in my kitchen. The blender, the mixer, the hand blender, everything was toast, and we had to throw it away by the time we were done. When I started making this, I found out that it's probably easier to just do it all by hand. It doesn't take that long, and you'll still have all your small appliances when you're done. All right, so once I have my flour and my salt and all the ingredients that were in my flour blend and mixed them with my potatoes, it looks super crumbly, but it actually, if you ball it up or make a fist, it's going to make a nice little ball here. So that'll let you know that even though it looks crumbly, it's pretty close to ready to go. The only thing I have left to add is my almond milk. I make my own almond milk, so mine's in a little jar, but if you want to use store-bought stuff, that's fine too. With the amount that I'm using, I think it calls for a cup. So get my milk in here. And mix all that up. And I'll be ready. So once I've added my milk, I just need to mix all this together, and then I'm ready to start making balls to actually make the lefse. All right, so I use my cookie scoop to make the balls, and I usually use about 2 scoops. And just want to wad it up and turn it into a nice little ball or an egg shape. And then it goes down on the board. Stick it in the tortilla press. Sure you've got 2 sheets of Saran wrap in there to keep it from sticking. Squish it down. Open it up. And if your dough's a good consistency, it'll be super easy. Peel it off, which is exactly what you want. And then it goes into the pan. All right, so once you've got them in the pan, you want them to brown nicely on both sides. And once they're browned, you can take them out. Sometimes they'll puff up a little bit. You're looking for those nice brown spots, and then they just stack them up on a tray to cool. And that one could go a little longer before I flip them. I actually like to add just a little bit of extra oil to my nonstick pan in between batches, just so there's any extra flour or anything, it all gets kind of soaked up, and your little brown spots on your lefse will appear. It is normal too sometimes for it to puff up a little bit with some little air pockets, and that's perfectly fine. No need to poke them or anything. Just let those pockets bubble up, and when it cools down, they'll flatten out. That's it. I'll be back in a little bit to show you how to wrap them and seal them and get them ready to freeze. Now that I'm done cooking, it's time to package everything up and put it in the freezer. So what I've done is taken some tinfoil sheets and just cut them into sheets so that I can wrap individually. And then I've also got these little wax paper sheets. If you have wax paper or parchment paper, either one's fine. I've taken and put them into little sheets here so that I can actually fold and stick my couple of tortillas in each one of them, or my lefses. So if I grab a lefse and I fold it, stick another one on top. I actually like to package them in 2s because for me that's an individual serving size. So it lets me pull them out of the freezer a serving at a time. Fold it over, roll it up. This way I can actually pull them out of the freezer and stick them in the toaster oven, and they'll warm up real nice. And that's it, I'm done with it. And on to the next one. So I usually like to, like I said, I like to do them 2 at a time because for me that seems like a serving size. I'm sure if you had a bigger family and you knew you needed more at a time, you could package more in a bundle. And that's it. If I didn't make a super big batch, I probably wouldn't do anything other than put them in tin foil and throw them in the freezer. But because I did a monstrous giant 4 times the quantity batch today, I'm probably going to finish these off by sticking them in my what's it called? The food saver. There it is over on the counter. So once I get everything wrapped up, I'm going to take the ones that I know I want to keep out for the week and stick them in the fridge, and the rest of them I'm going to put in food saver, probably in like a week's worth of a bundle, so that it's easy for me to pull them out and have them ready to eat. All right, while I'm wrapping these up, I'm going to tell you all the things that I use them for, because I think they're just fabulous for snacks and they're fabulous for meals. When I was a kid, at Grandma's house, our favorite lunch was lefse with peanut butter and jelly. So it makes a fabulous peanut butter and jelly roll-up. But I actually use them for anything that you would normally use a tortilla for. So scrambled egg sandwiches are great. Folded over tacos are great. Actually, tonight for dinner we had little pizzas on the lefse bread. So you can use them for anything. Eat them with soup. Nice grilled cheese sandwich. Heck, I think your options are endless for ways that you can use this. So I hope you enjoy, and I can't wait to hear from some of you who have tried this as a new flatbread in your food life. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.